Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Raiders, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense looking to really cement his name among the legends of all time by winning a 4th Super Bowl title.
And to me, partner, you just have to marvel at the way he brings his teams back to the Super Bowl time and time again. If he can win this 4th title, what a capper that would be to a brilliant career. Reputation as a big game coach, absolutely cemented with a victory in this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have to...
Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Chase Young, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Well, he shifts past him, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Rolling to his right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter, here we go. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's Purdy.
And a mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is Samuel.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Samuel.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken right around the 44.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, you'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it at around the 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 46.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases and slowed him down in a big way.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. That third down conversion good for 23. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It gets it right back to Mayer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Okay, ready? 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Purdy now to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
2nd and 3. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. To throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's
complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy.
He returns it right back to Samuel. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run again.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Raiders now down by 15. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. youngsters getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.